Alright, my gene stealer kills your general.
Oh, not General Octavian. Oh, okay, fine. How about this? Oh, it's the hand of Thor. Oh, and he hates gene stealers. There's
no hand of Thor.
Yeah, then what's this?
I'm never playing with you again.
Hello and welcome back. Today is Monday, August 6th, and this is episode 53 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where I'm a very poor loser at tabletop games.
Damn straight you are. Head of Thor, my ass. Oh. I'm Yuzo Watanabe.
And I'm Tobin and this week we are talking about a bunch of backlog games on the PS3 that Yuzo's been playing now that he's got one.
Mm-hmm. Games like Gaiden Sigma, Calling All Cars, and Super Stardust HD.
Nice. And also a big pile of Xbox 360 demos like Fatal Inertia, Gundam Marathon, and Wing Commander. Yeah, it's been that kind of week.
For the love of God, release some games already. How about next week, maybe? No? Probably not. The new releases include Boogie on the Wii. Woo! And Track and Field. Jump! Yes. Oh. Remember that game? Oh. Yes. It's alright, we'll have good games again someday.
Oh, someday.
After Madden Day.
Yeah, just please. As always, we'll finish up with our site news, culture, and community sections, but let's get started with, Mario Strikers Charged.
Oh, boy. I need a drink.
I need a couple drinks.
What is it with this season, man? It's like right before the big rush of games, we get Jack.
Yes. Absolutely nothing.
It sucks.
Yeah. So, we spent our week fruitfully. You got to play a bunch of your games that you were way behind on, and I was just all over the place. I was trying to find...
The map is like, oh my god, like some MMO, free MMOs, you got some DS games, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So we got a bunch of games to go through, but we'll probably won't spend too much time on very many of them because they're not very good.
Yeah.
But the first game is Mario Strikers Charged, and I just want to talk about it because Tobin has been going all around it, how bad it was, and you know what? He's right.
Wow, we agree.
I hate to admit, well, we agree a lot, but
yeah.
this is one of those games that they just picked one particular bad gameplay element and drove it into the ground for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What was that element?
So the element was, you go play and you build, I don't even know if you build a power to charge it. As far as I know, you can do it anytime you want, but you hit this button and you hold down the button and you jump up in the air and then throw, 5 or 6 soccer balls at the goalie, and then they have to block.
Every person has a different move.
Oh,
every character had a different move.
What's the other moves?
There was like one where you got big, and like one where you shot up.
No, but I wasn't talking about that. I was talking everybody has a super kick move.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
right?
yeah.
And this is the annoying part. You do that, and all of a sudden you have to watch this 10-second animation.
Yeah.
And then
block the balls.
And the goalie would have to block the ball, and I'm like, okay, I'm playing an action sports game, really fast paced, and all of a sudden, like, I gotta watch an animation for about 30 seconds.
Very bad. Breaks up the
bad
gameplay.
Idea. Really bad idea. And it seems really easy. Granted, I didn't get to very far because I was getting bored as hell.
Yeah.
But
it got harder. Like the AI got harder, and then
that would have made it a lot more fun. Maybe. No.
Because then all that's happening is that you're getting really annoying cutscenes, and you're losing.
So you have to block as opposed to you're doing. Yeah. See, that's no fun at all. So I don't want to talk too much more about this game, but it does have online, which I didn't get to try. I hear online is better. So if you are into online, have a lot of friends with Wii, maybe it might be more of an entertaining game. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But that's it for me, man.
Yeah.
Big thumbs down.
Fuck that game. Standard disclaimer, if you like sports games, you'll probably disagree with us, but if you like sports games, I don't know why you're watching this show, because we hate all of them.
This is an arcadey sports game, though, I mean, we kind of like Blitz.
Sucks.
We like...
I never played Blitz.
I don't know. Is there any arcadey sports game that you do like?
No.
Okay. Never mind, then.
No.
Right.
Well, no, wait, Super Dodgeball on the NES.
There you go. Hello.
Because you can kill people with the dodgeballs.
That's a pretty good one. So, what do we have next?
Next one up was Fatal Inertia Demo. So
yeah, this was a game with driving game with guns. So you're automatically inclined to like that.
Inclined to like it more than most racing games. And so what it feels like is a cheap
emphasis on cheap.
Yeah, cheap racing game with guns. So I was playing and I was having a decent time. It felt like maybe it should have been Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah, it should have been like a $15 Xbox Live Arcade. But
I would say that'd probably be a good deal.
If it was $15.
Yes.
But at $60, which it's going to be.
No.
It's made by Koei, which is the, grandmasters of awesomeness who give you the Dynasty Warriors compilations and the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. So
so they can do no wrong, really.
But what do they do? You make these, what is it? You make these turn-based strategy
They probably
games?
make Idolmaster too.
No, but this is the thing. You spent all your time making all these, like intricate, Romance of Three Kingdoms and all these, like, turn-based historical Asian war games, and then you make a
racing game with guns.
Guns.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I would say that the
I didn't
controls
quite
are a
get
little
it.
sloppy. Like, but I could see what they're going for, right? Like, doesn't drive like a car because you're in a hover car. So instead of feeling like you can get it to the point where your tires can catch the thing, you really had to be planning ahead and using the drift to do the turn. So I was getting the hang of it. So,
Well, it really felt like Wipeout to me.
Yeah.
But not in a great way. Like, in a somewhat similar and almost as good, but not quite as good. Because I really like Wipeout. As far as racing games are concerned, that had great controls. This one felt a little
mushy.
Yeah. So
I think that it felt like a great budget game and not a good retail game.
You'd pay 15, what is it, 1,200 points?
I would pay 1,200 points for this.
All
I
right.
would. I would not pay $1 more. So I will not be renting or I'll probably maybe I'll rent it.
It's $8. Then it's under your price limit if you rent it.
I got the all-you-can-eat.
Yeah, that's true.
I got the all-you-can-eat thing at Blockbuster, man. I can just go in there every day and get a new shitty game that I regret. Like, it's not. You know what it is? I have to basically balance it now, where it's like, is it worth the gas to go to Blockbuster?
Whoa, that's how much does it cost in gas? With your gas guzzling freaking
with
Camaro.
my Mustang, I think it's like $1 a mile to drive that thing.
So you do have to factor that into account. So hopefully, at least the points will be easy to get in this game. I hope.
For what it is, I'm saying thumbs down.
All right. For a released title.
For a released racing game. But, it's driving and shooting. So thank you for doing that. Driving by itself is very boring.
What would you have to do to be worth 60? Be a better game.
Yeah, I mean,
what is it?
It just has to be as fun as Mario Kart.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, Mario Kart it's a game that I pay $60 for every time they release a new one.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Because I know it's going to be quality. It's really good racing mechanics, really good battle mechanics, done. And really good multiplayer.
Yeah, I think Mario Kart's going to be a totally different sort of genre as this. This is more kind of like full auto, isn't it?
Yeah, actually it is like full auto.
But full auto
it wasn't as good as full auto.
I see. Okay, so that's, kind of on the grand scheme of things. But this next game, I am very happy with. I'm very excited about, but I've played it before. So this is kind of like one of my complaints, but one of my things. So it's Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
Okay. I was confused about this. Is this a port, or is it a new game for PS3?
So the history of Ninja Gaiden, is it Gaiden? I think it's Gaiden.
Really don't know.
Yeah, Gaijin. Yeah, so Gaiden. Tobin, Gaijin. So you have Ninja Gaiden, which came out on the original Xbox, and then they came out with Ninja Gaiden Black, which was pretty much the original game, but additional characters, I think, and maybe another level. But they kind of souped it up a bit.
Yeah.
Now there's Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
Okay.
Which is black with more stuff. You have a playable female character. You have a couple of other minor changes, but it's pretty much the same game.
Okay.
So when I played through the first 2 chapters. I'm like, wow, I just cleared right through it because I knew all the moves, I knew everything. They didn't change it, but my God, the game looks beautiful.
I bet. So it's like your first kind of AAA PS3 experience, right?
It is my first. So this is the first game I paid $60 for.
Yeah.
I paid it, and I'm like, I should have rented it, but I couldn't find a Blockbuster. So when I go to my shopping center that's right by my house, there's a Blockbuster and a GameStop across the street.
Man.
So I'm like, I went to the Blockbuster. I'm like, fuck, they were out of everything. No MotorStorm, no Resistance, no Ninja Gaiden. I needed a game, right? I needed some game.
Blockbuster, man. That's
Dude,
rough.
I told you, every single Asian. There's so many Asians in Sunset. You can't do it. You can't get games. So.
Thank God I live in Whitey McWhitetown down the South Bay. That's not true. Nothing in California is Whitey McWhitetown.
Southern California or no?
Yeah.
But I'm sure if you go to your place right now, the Madden's out.
Yeah, great. Awesome.
So you're lucky.
Do Asians like sports games?
Not as much as I don't know.
I feel like white dudes play like the football games.
It's stereotypical, but I don't know what the selling rate. I mean, you have the Asians who are really into sports that obviously get into it, right? But I think it's more of a Asians really like the niche titles. Tend to. Yeah. So they're going to kind of skew towards that with racing games and other games like that. So
since it's all new plot stuff, but you already knew the mechanics. I mean, are you giving a thumbs up? Was this like?
Oh no, I'm giving a thumbs. It's worth it. So it's
totally worth it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And the game itself is hardcore and it's solid.
Yeah.
So I actually got further than I got to the original game because I was like, holy crap, what's going on? So I got to the air tower. I'm going further and further. I'm
you gonna beat it?
I think so.
Nice.
I've been playing about an hour a night, and I keep on getting drawn back into it. You know that's a good sign of a game, right?
That's a good sign.
So if it doesn't have that, then I'm like, ooh, the darkness. I'm like, oh, I played it twice, and I'm like, I'm getting a little pissed off.
Yeah.
But this game is definitely worth it. As far as all the games I played on the console, I played a little bit of MotorStorm demo. I've played a little bit of Resistance. out of those three, and Ninja Gaiden would be like the three top titles right now on the PS3.
What's up with the Ratchet demo? Where is that? You were telling me the Ratchet demo is going to like...
Dude, I don't know. I heard it from some rumor source somewhere, and they were off.
They were wrong.
But
is there going to be one? Or
there's better be. It's coming out in like September, October.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. Are you going to get the PS3 when the demo comes out?
When the demo comes out? No.
Yeah.
When the game comes out, yes. I'll definitely be getting it. But
but I did play the... I don't have it on the list, but I did play the Heavenly Sword demo, and it's nice,
good.
man.
Good.
It's
I was
short.
hoping.
It's
Yeah.
like 5 minutes. It's,
that's
it's a
short,
tease.
man.
It's like, kind of like just barren just a little bit, and then like timing it again. And it's like,
So it's like a Janet Jackson, the Super Bowl, sort of like...
Yes, but more pretty.
Except
yes.
it's not a 40-year-old breast.
Exactly, yeah. It's
gotcha.
slightly more... and it's cool. I like the character a lot because it's like she's not classically beautiful, but she's hot.
Yeah.
You kind of know she has like imperfections,
Yeah.
and she's like kind of half Asian, and right?
Nice.
Yeah. So since we're both engaged to half Asians,
Yes.
it's kind of a good mix.
Cool.
So I do like it.
All right, so do you have any complaints about Ninja Gaiden?
Some complaints about it. It is the same game.
Okay.
So if you had played Black, I really don't see it being a huge. Huge draw. I wouldn't spend $60 for it. I would wait. I'd rent it or something like that because you're going to power right through it.
But God of War 1 and 2 were all the same mechanics, but a totally different game.
But that's the thing. These games it's the exact same game as Ninja Gaiden Black. Same levels, same bosses.
Okay, I missed that. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me get that straight. It is just like Ninja Gaiden Black, Ninja Gaiden Sigma. They're all just enhancements and.
Okay, so if you played through Ninja Gaiden Black, this probably wouldn't be a buy.
Exactly,
Gotcha.
and it's good for me because I only got like 3 chapters in.
Yeah.
On Ninja Gaiden Black, and
Awesome.
it was too hard.
Gotcha.
So that's
it's not
kind
as
of
hard anymore. So maybe they cranked down the difficulty.
Maybe
a
it's
little
been enough time where I memorized.
You
it
practiced
in
your head.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's like you get that sometimes. Like, man, I'll be playing these games where it's like I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up the next day and I'm better at the game.
Oh, dude, that's where your brain works.
Yeah,
you're like noticing patterns, and all of a sudden your brain's like putting little Tetris blocks in your head, and all of a sudden, dude, I did that with Puzzle. Was it Planet Puzzle League?
Really?
I was playing all night, like 3 hours, like yeah. But I was playing like these Japanese players who were kicking my ass, right? But I was watching them, and the next day I played. All of a sudden I was beating them, like some of them.
Yeah, maybe they weren't Japanese.
They had Japanese characters. Maybe they were really old.
They were white dudes next door to you.
They were elderly. I think that was the problem. So Ninja Gaiden Sigma, I would say, is a good buy only if you have not played the other two.
Gotcha.
If you have, then it's a little iffy on a buy for
right.
$60.
So what else? So oh crap!
What is that? What the?
Who was it that sent me Fiesta? I forgot his name.
Ah, Jesus. Not the.
So one of my buddies, one of our viewers sent me Fiesta
Want me to go to the next game while you look it up?
No, I'll mention his name later. I'm
we'll
sorry
put it in the show notes.
for not getting your name. We'll put it in the show notes.
You rock.
You rock for sending me your login. So it's a closed beta. Fiesta Online is another MMO. Mm-hmm. It's very cartoony. It's kind of what it reminds me. I mean, it's got Fiesta in the title, so maybe this was kind of pushing me this way. But it felt like a Viva Pinata MMO where it's like everything's very kind of like anime and cutesy.
But is it? What is it like? What is it like? Kind of like medieval times? Is it set in Mexico?
It's medieval fantasy. So it's just kind of like you're running around the forest. You're fighting. It's the same thing. You're fighting slimes. You're fighting mushrooms.
Okay, so
it is
style.
really funny though because like you push the home button to rest and you turn into a little mushroom. It's just like burp. And it's kind of like what they did with EverQuest. And I think they do this with WoW now.
Where you put the little book in front of you and you meditate.
No. You actually turn into a little mushroom, like a house, like a little mushroom house. But it's like EverQuest or whatever, where you can become a shop. So it's like
like with Auction House. Yeah, I remember back in the day.
You can kind of sell. You can get a bunch of stuff, and you turn into this little house, and you can walk up to other people's houses and buy from the shop that they're selling.
I can see that being kind of cool.
Yeah,
sorta.
And it was very. I did like that the magic felt battle-y. So it wasn't kind of this thing where you're watching this thing recharge. It's like if you have fire bolts, it's like just about as fast as you can push fire bolts.
You can spam
you're like boom, boom,
everything.
boom, 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 and your magic goes down quick.
But there's no refresh time.
Exactly. So it's like that's so. I mean, I'm sure that once you get to the more powerful spells, there's still refresh time.
Sure.
But that
sounds like kind of like a button mashing MMO.
A little bit. But I mean, that always gets me on the WoW and stuff. Where
You don't like that?
Well, I mean,
because that turns into a game of like watch the timer. It's just like push. That's the mechanics of MMOs, right?
And I don't like. I mean, like I'm getting tired of the mechanics of MMOs where you could basically just. I mean, okay, so here's what MMOs become, right? So say you have a grid of 12 buttons, and they're like, click on one when it turns red.
Yeah.
Well, I'm playing an MMO.
Why do you think World of Warcraft has 9 million players?
Because it's easy.
Because it's very easy.
So this seems like a cutesy game. It seems pretty well done. It seems very popular.
Is it an open beta or is it closed?
It's closed, but it's open sign up, and it seems like they let a lot of people in.
Okay,
so I mean,
well,
I think that it's just kind of.
I've never heard of it, so I'm kind of curious, like, who's making it, who's all that, but it doesn't sound like it has anything above.
No,
any of the other ones.
I saw no real innovation. It felt very cutesy. If someone didn't want like such a serious game, it was very fun. Like it was just kind of.
Do you think it's kind of just targeted to more casual players then, even more so then? Okay,
it felt casual.
Well, with a name like Fiesta, especially.
But I mean, it highlights the same weaknesses that I've been feeling in MMOs lately, where it feels like the mechanics are laid bare, and I know for a fact that they're like, why don't you go out and bring me 5 slime guts?
Yeah, no,
I'm
I had
just
the
like,
problem.
fuck you. And just like, churning for 7
tells me
levels.
You shouldn't play any MMOs anymore.
Not until there's a new innovation, right? Not until there's something where it's like you're building a house, like there's things like that I can.
They have Second Life.
Yeah. No, I think Second Life's cool.
Yeah.
Second Life, I would probably play it if it didn't look like dog shit.
Oh,
Second Life looks like anus.
Yeah, well, it does. Or flying penises, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just flying penises. It is just, it's all jerky and shitty.
Yeah.
But when it gets better, I'll probably play it because I like the idea of going in, programming a place, building a house.
Yeah, we need the metaverse, dude.
We do need the metaverse. One of my buddies is actually reading Snow Crash, and he keeps asking me questions about it, and I get all excited. I'm like, yeah, the street. There's like you go down, and then hero protagonist goes in. And
the Deliberator.
Yeah, the Deliberator. And God, I love Snow Crash.
So yeah, if you guys haven't read Snow Crash yet, Neil Stephenson, amazing book.
Very good.
Kind of talks about this.
Anyway, so Fiesta's kind of fun. Get in the demo if you want to try a new MMO.
Yeah, we'll give you a link on the line.
I can't give it a thumbs up because I'm just not digging MMOs right now.
Yeah.
Calling All Cars.
So Calling All Cars, this is a new game by David Jaffe. Well, it's not really new. It's been out for like a month, but hey,
new to you.
New to me. It's by Jaffe, who, as we all know, did God of War 1 and 2, as well as Twisted Metal. He says some other stuff.
God of War.
So he knows how to design a game that's fun, and this game is he's kind of changed. He's like turning over a new leaf. He's not going to make these huge, big-ass games anymore.
But we like the huge, big-ass games.
He's now seen the light. He's going to make casual games. So he spent all his time to make this game called Calling All Cars.
Okay.
And it's hard to explain.
Yeah, what is it?
So think of Mario Kart.
Okay.
With NBA Jam.
What the hell?
And Jailbreak.
You totally lost me. It's just like, imagine Pachinko with Connect 4 and a donut.
That'd be a pretty good game. I'd play that one.
Sold.
Yes. So here, let me explain. So it's basically basketball, but you're not playing with a ball. You're playing with a prisoner who has escaped from jail. And you're in a police car, or random cars, and you're going against other police cars. So what will happen? So you all start out on the map.
Okay.
In cars. And inside the middle, there's like a jail. And there's different holes. There's a 3-point hole, there's a 2-point hole, and a 1-point hole.
Okay.
Obviously, the 2-point hole, you have to fly up a map and fly through it.
Okay.
3-point, you have to go up a ramp.
You're trying to get yourself
harder.
in the holes.
Not yet. Hold on.
Okay.
So, you have that in the middle.
Yeah.
You have all your guys, and it's a multiplayer game. You can play with bots. Mm-hmm. There's every once in a while, a prisoner will pop up, and you say, oh, prisoner, and a little arrow on your screen. You have to go in that direction.
Okay.
You get him, and you hit him, he flies up in the air, and he lands in your car.
Okay.
Now, if any of the car hits you, he comes out of your car, and then it's all kind of a scramble to make sure you land under the spot where he fits in. So it's kind of like the dribbling aspect.
It's like Crazy Taxi, Capture the Flags.
Yes. With fares, but instead of that, you have prisoners. So you do that, you're doing that back and forth. There's question marks you can drive under to get special weapons.
Okay.
This is Mario Kart. You get like missiles, you get a big magnet, which you like go, woo, and you kind of point at it, and like it grabs the
prisoners.
thing.
Okay.
And when you have him, you go and then you try to get back to base, and then you either go through one of the holes. And that's like the basketball aspect.
Okay, so is it fun?
It's surprisingly fun.
Okay, cool. So you're digging it.
It's $8, I think, if I remember I paid right. It's not worth it. It's not bad for $8.
So how do they do online purchasing on PS3? I haven't done it yet.
It kind of sucks actually. Well, I mean,
you buy points.
It's better. Yeah, you buy points. You say, okay, I want 20, but it's not points. It's dollars. So you say, I want $25.
So it's more honest.
It's more honest. I do like that about it, but they make the price of $7.99. So like I bought like 3 things and I have like 242 left or something.
Wait, you have to put in round numbers?
You buy it in 10, 15, 25, 50.
If you can register your credit card with these people, why can't you just be like, here's my credit card number. Would you like a $7.99 game? Yes, I do.
You want to know why? Because the incremental charge of charging your credit card will eat into your profits. So they want to do it for $25, right? So
gotcha.
So there's a good reason for that.
And also because you're not going to spend all of it.
Exactly.
Because you have to put in $25 to buy an $8 game.
And I have $2. I can't buy Jack.
So you got to put in more dollars. Yeah.
Exactly. So
fuckers.
But it's not bad, but the store sucks. So, I mean, if you're talking, I want to talk about the PS3 at another point, maybe another week, give more feel for it, but that's kind of the thing. But calling all cars is actually really fun, but I need more people to play. Okay. So I'm going, like, it was maybe 1:30 a.m. I went into the room to play multiplayer, no games.
Weak.
I don't know if there's
That's like what happened with us on Xbox 360 games, where it's like, if you play a game 2 weeks after it comes out, you go into multiplayer and it's just like crickets chirping. You're just
Unless
like,
it's...
They're like, no, we're on to the new one now, man. We're on the new hotness.
Unless it's Uno or Gears of War, I don't really see how you can... It wasn't as bad, though. Xbox 360, at least you can find some games, right? Some. Maybe not, whatever, Aegis Wing or something like that. But this one, I went there and I played. I'm like, holy crap, there's nobody there. I played by myself for a bit. Half an hour later, I went back. Still nobody there.
Wow, that sucks.
And then, get this. This is the worst part of it. Sloth. He's in Australia, and he's like, hey, dude, let's go play Calling All Cars. I'm like, all right, that's cool, let's do it. I went into the room, like, where are you? And I was like, where are you? We couldn't see each other because we're in different regions.
Oh, no! You have to play with people in the same region? Man, the whole point of the internet is that we've got, I mean, like, our fan base is global. We've got, I mean, this is like, we've got all these British listeners, all these Australian listeners, so, like, we're gonna have all these games where it's like, when I get my PS3, we're gonna try and play these online games, and we can play with people in the United States, and that's it?
So I was told that not all games are like this.
Oh, fuck that.
Here's the reason, because Sony does not manage the servers. Sony says, you manage the servers, and that's how we keep it free.
Wow.
So you know that you have David Jaffe who's running all these servers, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want the pings to be blah blah blah."
Fuck you.
You see, this is the point where it's almost worth it to pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of the feeling
that I'm getting. With Xbox, they run their own servers, and it's like people complain about it not being free, but at least I can play with people in Australia.
Yeah. So that annoyed me. So there's other good parts of it. So if the game
creators decide to have global servers, they'll have it. So there's no So
it's that. I think that's an unfortunate decision. He probably did it because the experience probably sucks, but still.
Yeah, I don't care why he did it. It's stupid.
Yeah, so that's annoying. So I would give it a thumbs up in general, except for the fact that I can't play with anybody.
That sucks.
So I'm going to give it the moment I can play with someone, I know it's going to be fun.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Okay,
so next up, I played Taiko no Taiko.
Oh, let me see if I can do it, okay?
All right.
This is my Japanese. All right. Taiko no Tatsujin touch de dogodon.
Nice.
That would mean Taiko no something.
I can do Taiko and no and touch.
Touch generations.
All right. Nice.
See, I know what dogodon means.
All right, you got one word.
All right.
Good job.
I think it's like Tatsujin is like play or something like that. Taiko no beat.
Yeah. So this is a Taiko import. So most of you guys buying games in the stores here won't get it. If you want to import it, there's a couple shops left. I mean, they've been shut down.
Asia, I think.
Wasn't that the one that got shut down?
I don't remember.
So you can hunt around for import shops. I'll just talk about this briefly. So it is a Taiko game.
Do you guys know, like, you know what Taiko game is, right? It's that
so
one
Taiko
with
is the Japanese drum. So it's like the dude's fucking wailing on drums like crazy. And it's awesome.
And they almost never have it in arcades here.
Very few. They got it in arcades in Japan. They got a couple arcades here. There's one called Malibu Grand Prix in California.
We should check that out. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we should check that out. But so anyway, if you can find it, it's awesome because you wail on drums. It's like Guitar Hero with drum. It's like Drum Hero. Mm-hmm. So it's really fun. And on the DS, they did a pretty good job with it. You can either beat on the screen with two
mallets. Well, it comes with mallets. That's the thing. So
in
you
Japan,
buy the game.
It comes with mallets.
Yeah. Well, you get them, and you get these little tiny blue and red, and they have little, I think, like pieces on the end.
Yeah.
To make
And if
it
you
easier.
import it, you get the mallets too.
Yeah.
So you can beat on it, or the way that I was playing it, because I didn't want to beat on my screen, was
what was it? Was it
so if you there's the button, any button on the right side, and anything on the controller on the left side is the drum,
okay,
and then the two shoulder buttons are the tap the drum, and you're just like da 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 da. So I was playing it, it was too easy, and then you crank it to hardest difficulty,
which was really hard to find out because it's coated by flowers.
So there's like a little flower,
there's
a bush, and there's a big tree. And those are the difficulty levels.
Yeah,
which is good if you're illiterate. Or you can't read Japanese.
How's it good if you're illiterate? It's a different type of bush.
I'm just saying.
But how do you know one's harder? One's like
bigger.
Bamboo? No,
it's bigger. There's like a little flower and there's like a big tree.
No.
Well, I fucked around with it until I figured it out. But the point is there's this like they have like the Mario song. You're like
that was awesome. I really liked it. So. They did kind of the medley of the underground. They did a lot. And it was a lot of fun. Oh, you know what they had also? I think it's made by Namco, I believe.
Yeah.
And they had a bunch like a Namco medley. So they had Mappy. They had a bunch of one, and I actually like that one a lot.
That's cool.
And for the J-pop fans out there, they do have a Puffy song. I'm a big fan of Puffy.
Nice.
Not Puff Daddy. Puffy.
They got like a P Diddy song.
No, they don't got P Diddy. Puffy Ami Yumi for the U.S. Listeners.
Nice. So I'm sure they've got lots of songs by hot 14-year-old girls that you shouldn't be thinking that way about.
Wait, 14?
You're
Yeah,
disgusting. So I would say if you
I
dig
like it.
rhythm games and you want to go find an import shop, import it. It's really fun.
It's kind of like on the same level as Elite Beat Agents as far as being fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think it's that
really
level.
good.
It's that good.
And you know something? It'll probably never come here, which is sad.
Yes, you got to import it.
Okay.
Yeah. So moving on. So another PS3 game.
So this is also off the PlayStation Network. I think it was $8 as well. It's weird because they kind of do like 4, 8, and they don't do 10, 5, 10.
So
it's a
they
little
do
bit cheaper.
4, 8, and then
I don't remember if it's 4. I didn't see anything 4, but I saw a bunch of $7.99 ones.
Okay.
But they have like Tekken for like 30. But it's a full game, Tekken 5.
Okay. Oh, like a modern Tekken.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm
That's
like,
cool.
wow. So
Yeah.
it's their ranges are
I wish
much.
Xbox would start doing that, like full retail games for download.
I don't know why they don't. I always thought it was because they were afraid of retailers.
Yeah.
But Sony's doing it.
Yeah.
So and you're gonna have Warhawk, which is gonna be a huge game, which I'm really excited about. It's gonna be downloadable.
That's
it's
cool.
probably gonna be $40 too.
Yeah. Well, maybe Sony's just not as scared as Microsoft is of the retailers.
That might be it. But anyhow, so we had Super Stardust HD. Now I knew I had a built-in love for this game because it's essentially a Geometry Wars clone.
And you love Geometry Wars.
I love Geometry Wars.
So
dude.
Yuzo has an open challenge. We've mentioned this before. Every noob, we've had all these people who are like, they're like,
Dude,
oh, I've seen higher scores than Yuzo's before. And it's like, yeah, but can you do it? Can you? So
Yes.
far, not a single NooBTooB listener has ever beat Yuzo's score
No.
in Geometry Wars.
On my friends list, at least.
On
And
his friends list.
it's totally open. If you invite me, I will add you.
And what's your top score?
2.5 million.
Beat it, suckers.
So, I don't know if people are like pissed off because I'm like, the braggart Yuzo or something like that. I'm like, dude, I just did
I
it.
gotta say,
Try to
it's like
beat
the only thing that we're better than our listeners
Yeah.
at, so you gotta have some
not
pride.
the only thing. Not the only thing. So did I tell you
What?
about Pac-Man?
No, are you the top on Pac-Man?
I have 312,000.
Yeah.
And last I checked, I was ranked in about 600s.
Oh, like global.
Global.
Nice.
And it was me and Sunflower for the longest time.
Oh, nice.
We were going up. And
Yeah.
it was neck and neck, too. And then I said, fuck this shit. I spent 5 hours playing Pac-Man.
Nice.
And I got 312,000, which is hard.
Wow.
Really hard to get.
Right
So,
on, dude.
yeah, if you guys can challenge, I'm not going to boast anymore because people seem to take offense at that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But Yuzo's better than you.
But I'm better than you, yeah. Yes. But
Hate him, not me.
yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
So anyhow, Super Star HD. We didn't even talk about the game.
Yeah, what's the game?
The game is kind of like it's a 2-stick shooter. You
Okay.
have one left and then one right to shoot.
Yeah.
But it's around a planet.
Oh.
So you are orbiting a planet. So it's like you're going along the planet and it wraps.
Yeah.
And a bunch of asteroids come and you shoot the asteroids. They come out. You get power ups. You do all this other stuff. But you have levels. So you have 5 phases for every planet. There's 5 planets. At the end, there's a boss.
Oh.
So it's deeper. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
deeper.
yeah, yeah.
And it has that same draw. At first, when I played it, I was like, it's not as good as Geometry Wars.
Yeah.
Now that I'm playing, I'm like, it's up there.
Okay. So
You know?
you can get in the zone.
Exactly.
Okay.
It took me a while because there's 3 weapons.
Oh.
There's a gold basher, which is like this laser whip
Yeah.
that goes around. There's a rock buster and then an ice buster. So like you're switching those, and you have a boost and you have a smart bomb. So
Wow. So that's like
it's deep.
Yeah.
It's a lot deeper than I thought it was. They gave it credit for. Now that I played it every night for like an hour.
Yeah.
Since
You're
I've gotten
feeling it more.
I'm feeling it
Because
more.
when you first bought it, you were telling me online, you're like, I like Geometry Wars
Yeah.
better. It's not great, but now it sounds
But
like you're
now
really
I'm
starting
getting
to
into
feel
it. But you know what? I'm not going to be as good as some of our NooBTooB listeners for this game because there's a guy named Flawless.
Yeah. So you're starting to build up your friends list on the PS3
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Yeah, I have a bunch of people on network, but I
Nice.
looked and I'm like, I have like, I don't know, 2 million.
Yeah.
He has like 17 or something crazy, and I'm looking, I'm like,
Wow.
I'm never gonna get there.
Nice.
But Sloth, I'm coming after you.
Oh, good. All right.
So anyway, great game. I think it's worth $8, and I'm really glad there's a lot of good stuff on PlayStation Network because Xbox Live had kind of crap for a while, but it has some good games now, right?
Yeah. Cool.
Totally. So.
So the next one up was Marathon Durandal.
Oh, you don't want to go over the other one, the demo?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors. Sorry,
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors. Oh wait, no, sorry, it's Gundam. That's our joke.
Wait, what?
It was.
Dynasty Warriors Gundam is
Yeah.
the name of the game.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was Gundam XD.
No. Wait, which game did you play? Because there's Dynasty Warriors Gundam, which is a Dynasty Warrior game, except instead of being some medieval guy,
Yeah.
you're a Gundam and you're shooting.
Yeah,
You know,
I played that. I thought it was called like Gundam XD or something.
I think it's Dynasty Warriors Gundam XD.
The point is, fuck this game.
It's Dynasty Warriors.
It's the goddamn game that you and I don't even know what the name for it is. What that category of just like
I think like
stupid
retarded
fucking
brawler.
button mashing brawler.
Yeah.
So it's like it's you, 80 bazillion enemies, and you're just pushing the same
You're
fucking button over and over again. Then occasionally hitting your special attack, and then you
Yeah.
see the map, and there's a green dot that's you, 80 billion red dots, and your whole thing is just you spend an hour killing all the fucking red dots, and it's the worst genre of game ever.
There are some other ones, but yeah, I'll give you that. It's pretty bad.
Because at least the thing where it's like shooting 80 million bullets at you and you're dodging them, that category of game,
you have to dodge.
There's some skill.
Well, it's kind of just hitting the button, X like 8
times.
To
get the dots. I mean, like this fucking Dynasty Warriors style game, I hate it.
But it has Gundams.
Yeah, it's got robots. Which, so I was very impressed with the fact that there's robots in it for about 10 seconds. Like, oh, cool robots. Oh no, it's 99 knights.
I don't understand why people love that genre, though.
Yeah.
People like yelling at us like, "Oh my god, how could you hate blankety blank?"
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors or any of those ones.
You know what it is? It's like casual gaming for people that are too stupid for casual games.
Wow, that's bold.
It's just like, seriously, it's just like, one button. I like watching people die.
Classic.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what do you think about that game?
I thought it was. Ditto. Okay. Does that work? Ditto.
So moving on to Marathon Durandal.
Marathon Durandal.
Yeah.
I think I got it. Durandal.
Okay.
So Marathon, we talked about it before. My God, that game looks like garbage.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh.
I liked that game when it was called Doom. Except Doom was better.
Did Doom come out before or after? I don't think we ever resolved that.
I don't think we did either, but I'm going to say before.
Yeah, I think it did before. But, you look at it and it's just like, it actually made me sick.
Yeah.
Didn't it? Like, after about 15 minutes, I'm like, whoa, okay. Because it was a little bad.
This is a nostalgia game. If you played this when you were Mac Weenie 15 years ago, you're going to love it. Otherwise, this game is shit. It's just Doom. It's just Doom, and Doom isn't that fun anymore.
Well, Bungie made it. They also made Halo, so they say it's a precursor to Halo or whatever. So
whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I did not enjoy 1 second of playing that demo.
No, not for 800 points either, or $10.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was looking at the price. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. You know why? Because a bunch of people that had Macs now have jobs, and they're going to pay 800 points for that.
What fraction of an iPhone is that?
Yeah.
1/60th?
Yeah.
Yeah, people love it.
All right,
last game on the list. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and also Dynasty Warriors Gundam. Thumbs down.
Yeah, we're never going to like these games. That's the thing. You know what I mean? It's just like we can try to review them. I don't know why we do. We should probably stop.
Probably.
But
I'm just going to call that genre Infinite Brawler.
Infinite Brawler? Yeah, I like that. Or I like Retarded Brawler.
Retarded Brawler's good, too.
Yeah.
Downsy Brawler.
Sorry. Oh, we're gonna get it.
Let's move on.
Move on. Last game, dude. Wing Commander Arena.
So this one's kind of cool. So what was that game that it reminds me of on the PC? I forgot.
Subspace.
Subspace. So this was kind of popular a couple years ago.
Like a long time ago.
Okay, 10 years ago. So you get. But it's a multiplayer game where you all have a ship and you can power up the ship and everyone just kind of flies around. There's a lot of good physics on how the ships move around.
It's top down.
Top down.
It's free, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, this is not.
No, this one's $10.
So my whole opinion on this is it's cool. It's the first 16-person multiplayer game on Xbox Live. So you can get a shitload of dudes flying around killing each other.
But
I would say it's worth 400 points. 800 points seems like a stretch.
I'll agree with you there, but my biggest problem with this game is they themed it Wing Commander. There's nothing to do with Wing Commander in this game.
That did seem unfair.
There are no Kilrathi.
No.
You don't see Mark Hamill anywhere.
There's ships.
That's
it.
There's no cats that I can tell.
No.
The weapons don't even match the big furry plasma balls that you shoot. It's a cash-in, and I don't like that. To the core, I love Wing Commander, dude.
Yeah.
I really like Wing Commander.
It's true. Wing Commander is a good franchise.
It holds a good place in... Well, and they started sucking
Wing
after...
Commander 2 was just
1
like,
and 2.
it holds a place in my heart.
3 and the movie... Okay, but whatever.
The movie. Oh my God.
Who was in the movie? Do you remember?
There was the guy that was serial killer from Hackers.
I didn't see Hackers.
Matthew Lillard.
Oh yeah. Okay. He was also serial killer in Scream. Or he was the
but
bad guy
his name was Serial, like the cereal you eat. Serial killer.
Yes.
Ha ha ha. Hey, Hackers was awesome.
Did it have boobs? I don't remember.
It had Angelina Jolie's boobs.
No.
Hackers.
Are you sure?
Hackers did.
Because I thought it was Gia was the only one that
No. She gets her tits out everywhere, dude. There's Firefox. She gets her tits out. She gets her tits out in like
Firefox.
I've seen them all. I'm telling you. It's a tiny movie with Angelina Jolie's breasts.
I could have sworn Geo, that one model one, was the only one with the boobs. Oh wow. The more you know.
And learning is half the battle.
Yeah. Sorry.
And knowing is half the battle.
Going back to Wing Commander Arena.
It's worth 400 points. For 800 points, I'm saying thumbs down. And I agree with Yuzo. Raping a good franchise is not nice. Stop it.
Put it on a good game. Don't put it on a...
Call it like Starfield Battle. Call it something else.
Yeah.
There was nothing wing commandery about this.
If it was Starfield Battle and 400 points, I would actually give it a thumbs up.
Exactly.
So it was not bad.
You
not
overpriced it and you fucked us with the theme.
We're really price sensitive. Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, I'm very price sensitive.
Yeah.
It's got to be good to be worth $10.
Mm-hmm. I don't think any of these other games are going to be worth very good.
Yeah,
though.
so our new releases is seriously 2 games. 2 games, and they look like poo-poo.
Yeah.
So what's the first one?
The first one is Boogie by EA. This is a game that's going to be on the Wii. So they're, EA totally lost the boat or missed the boat on the Wii games. They didn't come up with any.
Yeah.
So they scrambled. They're like, okay, what can we make to be on the Wii? And they decided that a karaoke dancing game was going to be it. Yeah. I like karaoke games, but this one looks pretty bad.
So I guess you sing with the mic and you maybe move the Wiimote
exactly,
with the
yeah.
other
So
one.
You have 2 characters on each screen or 1 per person, and then they're dancing, and then you're just doing the kind of the move when they do the move.
Yeah.
So it's really, really immature, really, really young kid stuff. You know
so
what
my
I mean?
problem with this is that I can't rent it.
I know. They're not gonna have the mic.
I'm not. So the thing is it's one of these games where I'm like, well, I got to play it to see if I want it.
Yeah.
But I can't play it because I can't rent it because they're not going to have the mic, so I'm just not going to play this game.
I know, me neither. I'm not going to pay $50 for it. You got to be kidding me.
Not going to happen.
I'm glad EA is stepping in, even though EA doesn't necessarily synonymous with quality.
Yeah.
But they are putting their foot in the door, and this is the one, and who knows?
Maybe they'll step in with a good game next.
If you have kids.
Yeah,
maybe,
check it out,
maybe.
I guess.
We're not going to. Next game.
Track and field.
Do you remember track and field?
I remember
No. Well, the trick was track and field. They had 2 buttons, and you got to push them really, really fast to run or whatever. They got a pencil. You get a pencil. You stick it in here and use the pencil, and then the rhythm would be so it hit the other button. And then that's how you get all the things.
You play with A and B on NES. You go.
Oh yeah, they had a NES version of it.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about, the arcades. And you know what they
I never
did?
played in the arcade.
Oh, dude, it was actually fun. It was a really good game on the arcade. So you
So dudes would show with their pencil.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I couldn't figure it out, but you know what they did? So since people were getting high scores and stuff like that, they built things, the plastic rings
Lips.
around the buttons. So you had to go like this. You'd be going the javelin, you'd be like.
People taking a little pencil and putting a little thing on it. So
that would be pretty smart, yeah.
All right, so track and field.
It's
I'm
an
really
old
not going to play
80s
this
game.
Mm-hmm.
I might try the demo, but oof.
I'll try the demo because it's free. But I mean,
can you imagine doing that on the Xbox controller?
I got RSI, man. I'm old.
You know what they need to do? They need to do it on the the DDR pad.
Yes, I would do that.
Actually, wait, we have the.
Wait, DDR pad. The buttons work.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The DDR pad, the DDR universe.
We will report back.
Yes, we're gonna play it. So I'll play the trial now.
Okay,
yeah,
we'll play the trial on our DDR pads. If that
totally
works,
didn't realize that. That's
that
awesome.
could actually be badass.
Well, why wouldn't it? It's A, B, right?
Is it? Well, it says A and B on the top. You're right.
No, it's start and select, and then each of the buttons are.
But I mean,
there's 4
corner.
directions, and it's A, B, X, Y.
Ooh.
But so you have to kind of straddle it though. You have to go. That'd be kind of fun
Maybe we'll put up a video of me and Yuzo playing this on the pad. That could be kind of good.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'll bring my pad. That'd be awesome. We'll definitely do that. So that is it for new releases.
Yeah.
There ain't jack, dude.
There is nothing. That is sad. Seriously, we're gonna have to go out. We'll go and try and find some more indie games. Like we said last week, if you guys have a favorite game out there, we got a couple emails this week where people told us about Fiesta. Someone else was saying some guns or something like that. Guns something. Yeah.
We're
gonna check that out maybe too because we got nothing else to do.
So. Oh, you know what I just downloaded today?
What?
Enemy Territories Beta 2.
Oh.
So I got into it.
For Quake Wars.
Quake Wars, yeah. So it's a new map. I'm really excited. If you guys are at all into Battlefield series, you're going to love this game, and I'll report back next week.
Yeah. So seriously, if you guys have any indie or whatever games, mail us, please, because this is the dead zone. We are in trouble. We got nothing to play.
I'm fine because I got a PS3.
Yeah, I don't. I'm crying myself to sleep at night. I'm reading Harry Potter.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you are.
I am reading Harry Potter.
Yeah, different spoilers. You can't spoil it for them.
Yeah, don't send me spoilers. I'll fucking punch you in the face. I'm not going to read any emails until I'm done with the books now, because you guys are bastards. I know you.
Whatchamacallit? What is it? I'm going to probably play MotorStorm and Resistance. Those will be my 2 PS3 games.
Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, so site news, Penny Arcade Expo. We'll just mention this briefly because we talked a lot last week.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot more info next 2 weeks. We'll have things more solidified and all that.
This month. Penny Arcade Expo.
It's
this month.
3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
So
wow. I'm
Come
not
to
ready.
Penny Arcade Expo. I'm not ready. But I did play some tabletop gaming with my buddy Bates the other day, so I'm
you
ready.
played with me, and he fucking cheated. So don't play.
Kind of Thor.
Don't play Warhammer with this guy.
No. So we're getting all ready for Penny Arcade. We're gonna bring all of our DS games so we can play against people.
Yeah, so,
it's the 24th.
Oh, so we're gonna try to do a thing at GameWorks, right?
GameWorks.
Do you think we can record there?
Maybe we'll try. I don't know. It's really loud.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
take a look. So GameWorks, Saturday night. Put it in your calendar. Come on over to GameWorks. We're going to be playing video games. We're going to be talking shit, hanging out, having a good time, drinking.
It'll be awesome.
Come to Penny Arcade Expo. Come to our forums and talk about Penny Arcade Expo. That's all we got to say.
We do have a big forum link right now, and people are posting saying who is coming.
Yeah.
And hey, actually, I need what I need from somebody, you guys out there. If you guys are good at Battlefield 2, there's a 4-man tournament that I want to do, and since Tobin doesn't like it, like we didn't play last year, and I really want to play.
3 NooBTooBers. 3
NooBTooBers that are good. Let me know. Let me know if you're going, and sign up at the forums.
Yep. Bring it on.
All right, man. We have a shit ton of voicemails.
Yeah, we got to get going on these voicemails. So, first up, a video voicemail. Woo. Thank you very much, Jam and Slaver.
You rule.
Hi NooBTooB, it's Jam and Slaver. My question this week is about the arcades. Obviously, they're nowhere near as popular as they used to be, and the reason people usually give for this is that people have no reason to go there anymore. You know, you've got your 360 sitting at home, connected to an HD TV. Why would you bother going to an arcade? But I think that arcades do offer something different from home consoles. You know, you've got the special peripherals that you wouldn't really buy otherwise, just to play one game. You know, like the pump-action shotguns for House of the Dead 3 and the Uzi things that you've got for House of the Dead 4. Admittedly, that's one game series, but you do have other examples. You've also got the really big arcade setups where you've got 3 screens giving you a huge view. So, you know, there really is a reason to go to arcades and get a different experience from the one that you would get at home. So my question is, what do you think arcades need to do to get people more interested? What is it that they can offer, something more that they can offer that home consoles simply can't? And what is it that's going to get arcades more popular again? Which means that if I want to play Time Crisis, I don't have to go to my local bowling alley. Okay, so this is Jam Slaver. I'm out.
That is a really, really great question. Awesome voice quality and awesome video quality.
Yeah.
So yeah, we appreciate
more
that kind of
videos
stuff.
like that.
Please.
Send them in.
Those are awesome. That's a great question, dude.
I really, in the United States, I don't know if anything can save the arcade.
I think I have an idea.
Okay.
Hit me. So number one, if you make more arcades that are more adults, just like you have with Dave & Buster's and GameWorks, if you take that
and Jillian's,
that's sort of, and Jillian's, yeah. If you take that sort of concept and make it even more, how you say, social.
Okay. So I'm thinking,
here's my scheme. If I had a lot of money and I needed to invest in something, I would take the PC bangs or the PC houses where you can go and play Warcraft and all that, and those big alcohol arcade field things, and mix them together. If you can do that and you do it right in the right markets, I think you might be able to do it.
Especially if you had like LAN events, right? Where you're
exactly,
like, this Saturday, come and get fucked up.
Yeah.
it's like adults only. Come and have some beers and like shoot
that would be
some
so
dudes.
Awesome.
We would go. We would totally go.
I would go like every week.
And there's a lot of people like us. They would go. Yeah. So I think that there's an opportunity out there for this. Didn't the dude that started Chuck E. Cheese, isn't he trying to do some sort of LAN thing?
Not that I know of. Nolan Bushnell.
Yeah, but it's down in L.A. and he started.
Was that him or somebody else? I thought it was like
him. I know it's him.
Okay, cool.
So he did, but I don't remember what the deal was. I know it was just like it was like a Dave and Buster's.
And
do you know
if it worked?
I don't know. This was like a year ago. This was like a year ago.
Well, I think if it worked, we might have heard about it or something.
I think
that's one thing I think that would be good.
Make it more adult.
Make it more adult. Make it more social.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and all that. But as far as in general, what they're trying to do now with what you call experiences that you can't get at home, I think they're failing at because you have motion sensitivity. Remember that one? What is that? There's that boxing game.
The fucking sword game. That's terrible.
Oh, you swing a sword and it has these sensors.
And
Forget
you notice how they didn't have those when we visited Japan? Because they suck ass.
I saw one, but you're right.
I didn't see that.
And
there was the cop ones were kind of cool where you ducked a little bit.
That got tiring though. I'm worn out. I don't like being worn out playing a video game.
Yeah.
But if you look at kind of like what Japan has, Japan has an arcade going culture. Now they have really big fighting games and
huge.
but you have a big following.
Yeah.
But I think the cultural differences won't make it work here. You have the horse racing card games.
Those are weird.
All the various card games.
Yeah.
I think that might bring people back.
I mean, the thing is you'd almost have to win real money to make Americans play it. Is the thing.
Yeah, but you can't do gambling and those sorts of games. Ooh, but that would do it.
Yeah,
dude. Let's go to Indian Reservation.
Yes.
Opening up a gambling gaming site.
Can you imagine that? You put in $1 to play, right? You're playing a fighting game, and if you win, you get some of the other dude's money back.
I told you about that token game, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That's
So
right.
yeah, they have that in Japan, but they don't have it here. I don't know why. Because
So check it out. 2 dudes pay $1 each to play a game. If you beat him, you get $1.50, and they keep 50 cents.
Ooh.
Eh? It could work. It's highly illegal. It's highly illegal. But see, the nice thing about things that are legal is the government can do them. Hello, lottery.
Yeah.
So the government could have government-run arcades where you can win money. I don't know if I like this idea.
I kind of like this
horrifying.
idea. No, I mean, yeah. So if you add illegal elements to it, like underage drinking, illicit drug use, gambling, I'm sure you can make arcades be very tempting.
Yeah.
But as far as legal things,
the only thing that are big in the
know.
United States here, we've got adult arcades.
They're not
like
that
Dave
big.
and Buster's, they're not that big. And then the
Yeah.
other thing is you take these things that are like putt-putt golf
Yeah.
or car racing or whatever that's like a couple shitty things plus an arcade that's kind of like an afterthought.
Yeah.
And there's just not a big like, wow, there's a neighborhood arcade that I go to and hang out and
But
you
I
know,
wouldn't
like,
want to. I mean, unless it's something where it's going to be a social environment, like a LAN party. I would much rather play Time Crisis at home on my own thing with my big, my TV and all my friends.
It's true. You got to make it social.
So it's got to be like something where you're going to be doing it competitively. You're going to be doing something else. So I think
some strip
it's
malls.
hard.
There's some strip malls that have big LANs, and that's it. They just computers.
And those are very select markets, like Southern California. Like Northern California doesn't have any, as far as I know.
Great Mall's got one.
Great Mall, okay, yeah. So there's a few, but they're very like they seem to be concentrated where a lot of Asians are. Again, like it's a very Asian culture sort of thing, which is.
And
weird.
I wish you whiteys would get into it more.
Stop playing your America's Army and Counter Strike.
Yes.
From home.
Stop saying shit cock on Xbox Live and play with some other people in person.
Yeah, that's a great
Maybe
question.
Maybe it would force you to have some politeness so you couldn't scream obscenities in people's faces.
Hey, you know what'd be cool? Why don't we ask people to call in voicemails so what you guys think?
Yeah.
Well,
and let us know if you got cool arcades in your area. I know that people in Canada have some decent arcades.
Really?
Yeah, when I was up in Vancouver, there was some good
Dude, I'm
arcades.
going to Vancouver. You should let me know which ones there are.
Seriously, there's some good ones.
Awesome.
And I also know that there's a couple 2-story arcades in Minnesota, I believe.
Is like the Great Mall, what is it, the world's largest mall?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But there's some places in the country that actually have some gaming, and of course, as usual, California's in the asshole of the country. We invent the games and we never play them.
LA has a pretty decent scene. Yeah.
The Silicon Valley kind of blows for that. So
that was a great question, though.
Yeah, great question. Thank you very much. Next up, Atheist.
Hey, this is Atheist from the forums, and I was just wondering, what are your long-term plans for NooBTooB? Like, you've been going on a year now, so I was wondering where you see NooBTooB going in the future, and how long do you think it'll last? And, like, who do you think's going to take over after you're done? So, what's your long-term vision for how NooBTooB's going to be run? Ow!
Yow!
That's a really interesting question.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a good answer.
We don't really have a great answer for that. I mean, I would say that our plans have always been to just get bigger and bigger, right? Like
we'll get bigger audience-wise.
Audience-wise.
Yeah.
Like, we just want more people in the NooBTooB army, bigger forums, more people having fun on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just everybody, we love the community. We love that every week you get more voicemails.
Yeah. I mean, that's
we're
kind
here
of the
for
direction.
the community.
Well, what we want to do is we want to build a community where everybody, is a real gamer. Not like, a fanboy or something else, but you go here and you talk about your passions, your love for games. That's all we do. That's what we do this podcast for.
Yeah.
But as far as, direction,
imagine the GameFAQs forum and then take the opposite of
Yeah,
that.
that's kind of what we try to do. But I mean, as far as that's what our trajectory is now. But what do we want to do in the future? I mean,
I'd love a TV show. It's probably not going to happen, but I think that us having a show on G4 or something where we're just kind of throwing the smackdown.
I don't think they let us do what we're doing.
Well, but here's the funny thing: how funny would it be to have a show on G4 and then get kicked off G4?
That would be pretty hilarious.
Who gives a shit, man? We got jobs. We don't need this shit. If we go on G4 and then they're like, they're like, you can't say that game sucks. They gave us $100,000. We're like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
we get on the air. We're like, fuck this game.
And Tobin will do that too.
So we're in it for fun.
Yeah,
that's all we want to do. We want to just talk to more people, have a bigger community. If we get a TV show, so be it. If not, so be it.
Yeah, we'll keep doing what we're doing now. We're doing just fine on YouTube. We're doing just fine on iTunes.
We got
Everything's
featured
great
on YouTube this week.
We got featured. I don't even think our clip was that funny.
It was all right.
All right, but 80,000 views?
80,000 views.
Shit, man.
So YouTube featured our views in Games and Gadgets. Our skit, the minute and a half
PS3
skit,
one.
The PS3 where I stole Yuzo's PS3.
Bastard.
So they featured us. We got 80,000 views. All of our other videos got a whole bunch of other hits. Welcome to all the new viewers.
Hey, yeah, you guys rule. Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, thanks for checking us out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's our answer, really. Just
Yeah, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. If anything else happens, it'll be cool.
Yeah, we just want to have fun with it, and we want you guys to have fun with it. We're just loving every week. We get more comments, more people having fun, more community.
Yeah, people are finding, something different. If anything, before we go, but if anything, I think if as far as direction, I want to be the place to go to get your real gamer views.
Exactly.
Because if you go to any other sort of media thing, it's a little sketchy sometimes.
We are
you're
in
not
no
gonna
one's
get
pocket. We are in no one's pocket. We never, ever will be.
No. So let us know if you guys ever think something is up or something like that, because, we'll make sure it doesn't happen. So
we will tell you if a game blows donkey balls.
Yeah.
Because most of them
Because
do.
all of the ones we talked about
because this week everything sucks. So next one up, I believe your name is Bloomer, but I'm really not sure.
Bloomers mean underwear.
Yeah, Bloomer. Is he British for underwear?
Hey, this is Loomer from the forums. I'm new to NooBTooB. It's pretty cool. Keep on making those podcasts. What I was wondering was, I have a PlayStation 3, a Wii, and a 360, and I was wondering, what are some good budget games right now? Like 20 under, maybe 30 under if it was a really good game. Alright, go.
All right, you're new, so we'll forgive you, but you got to say yow.
Or I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah,
that
something like that, yes.
Did he say which console, or did you say just
I didn't hear... Oh, no, he says he has a bunch of consoles.
Okay.
I didn't hear which ones, but he has a bunch of them. So let's open the field.
Okay.
Anything older than a year?
Well, that's the thing is, I would say one kind of easy way to do this would be to go back to the archives of NooBTooB.
Oh, yeah.
To our early episodes.
From a year ago,
and
at least,
we apologize for them in advance.
Yeah, they're not very good.
We got a lot better as we went on, but you could go back and say, what games did we love a year ago?
Mm-hmm.
Chances are they're dirt cheap.
Not even a year ago, 3 months to 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just remembering from my, whatever, I mean, I don't know, Dragon Quest Heroes, Rocket Slime's probably going to be cheap.
Yep. I know you disagreed with me, but I thought Okami was good. I liked King Kong. You didn't like that.
That'll be cheap, though.
It will be very cheap.
Let's see. What did I get recently from the 360? That was really cheap. I got Burnout Revenge.
Mm-hmm. Burnout.
Dead or Alive 4
for
the 360. I don't think no PS3 games are very cheap yet, so you're going to have a hard time there.
Wick. If you go back to some older arcade games, Wick is kind of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff there. Any good Wii stuff?
And then we've talked about retro games if you want to go super old school.
Oh, those are super cheap, yeah.
But, most people don't want to do that.
No. We're talking about in the last year, if you want good stuff. If you guys like sports games, any sports games with a year marked earlier is going to be $3.
Yeah.
If you like sports games. I don't know, right?
Do you think Crackdown's come down in price?
Not enough. Not 20.
Yeah, not 20.
Not 20. I think Dead Rising was 25. I like that a lot. Tobin didn't like it. There's a ton of good games. I think the point is, go to our NooBTooB, find out which ones we liked, and
go to the wiki, because what happens on the wiki is we actually have a whole bunch of games listed in the wiki, and people have gone in there and put if we gave it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So you can kind of browse our wiki and see which games we liked, and then see if those games are cheap by now or not.
Yeah. So give it a try.
Yeah. Next up is Ed. So hello, Ed.
Hey guys, this is Ed. I just discovered your show on YouTube, and I think it's really great. But you were cracking me up with your review of the new Mario Kart, and it was saying, if only they had some way to make a throttle that you could push with your foot or something. And then the next thing, how would they do that? I don't know. And then the next thing you say is, so they're coming out with this new thing for the Wii that you stand on with your feet and push it with your balance. And it's like, maybe they could use the Fit for Mario Kart.
Oh, and dead silence at the end. That is fucking genius.
How would you do that, though? So you'd lean one way to go accelerate, lean the other way to
brake.
To brake? What else do we want to do both?
Then you're Asian.
That's right. Thinking ahead.
Seriously, that's genius. I didn't even think about that. Why not? Why not have the Wii Fit be an optional?
I don't see
thing
why not. I mean, if we can use the 360 pad to play track and field, why not?
Yeah.
I mean,
so I didn't even think about that.
Analog.
Maybe steer with the Wiimote, fucking drive with the Wii Fit.
That would just be weird though, because if you put it sideways, you did forward. You know what I mean, like forward.
Oh yeah,
that would be a little, little bit nicer.
Sure.
I think it's a great idea. So Nintendo, get on that.
Yeah. So yeah, good idea.
And you owe this guy money if you do it.
That's right. Patent it now.
Well, I don't know what this guy's saying.
Joe Odell sent something.
Hi, I'm Joe Odell from the forums. That's also my gamer tag. I'm here to talk to you about 3 things today. First of all, I got Oblivion for the Xbox 360. It's indescribable. It's like the perfect game.
You know what?
You just can't get better than it. It's like an MMO, but without the churning, and it's also, you can affect the world. It's just brilliant. You should play it on Virtual Gaming Club. And where do you recommend that? Second of all, I got Crackdown about 3 weeks ago, and I can't seem to get the shot put achievement. I've thrown stuff off Wang Tower and I ain't got it. So is that a glitch or any ways to get around that? Okay. Lastly, about the consoles, the Wii, the PS3 and the Xbox, which do you think will win overall? I want the 360 to win, but I think the Wii will win just because of how innovative it is. And that's just it, you and your opinions. And by the way, your phone number doesn't work for English people. You have to, I had to do this, so, ow!
You have to what? I think you have to dial international prefixes, but if you live in England and you're dialing the United States, you should know that.
Well, no, I think because 1-800 numbers generally are not allowed
you just can't call it.
Yeah, so it don't actually
We've said that before. We said if you live in another country, send us a wave file.
But what part of England? I'm having a really. I can't place. I'm decent with English accents. I can't place that though.
I swear to God, he didn't sound English.
But he said English.
I know, but I don't buy it.
I sense a little Irish. Or
sounded a little Irish.
But anyhow, so
what was the first game he talked about? He's like, I
don't know. Something
and
about,
it's like a great MMO, but there's no churning.
Second question though was Crackdown, and how do you get the shot put achievement? What I did was I went to the top of the agency tower. There's a bunch of light bulbs there.
Yeah.
You blow down the light bulb, and that's what you can use. And you just run and then throw.
Yeah.
And then you have to actually run, jump, and throw, and you'll get it. Totally get it.
But I tried that, and I could not get the shot put achievement. I didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I had it, and it took me a couple tries.
So I know that I went and read forums because I was going crazy, and a lot of people were saying that there's certain glitches that you just could never get it.
Yeah. I think you have to have a good throw. You have a good strength, too. Maybe you didn't have enough strength.
Maybe.
But that tends to do it for me. So, and who's going to win? We're kind of short on time, but we by sales.
Yeah, that's the thing. What's win? You know, like, the thing is...
Install base. Let's say it's install base.
Well, for the sake of... I don't think that counts. I mean, like, I think that you can have multiple winners, right? Like, if the Wii has a bigger install base but costs less, did it really win? I don't know. Because I mean, win
doesn't make much sense.
I think I think that so far it's shown that there's no big loser. That's all I'm saying is none of the consoles are losing, so everyone's just kind of.
I'd say the PS3 is losing right now, but next year it will start winning.
It's gonna be stomping.
Yeah. So.
So we're a little short on time.
Yeah.
Let's just go on to. All
right, listener homework, real quick.
Listener homework. What is it? Sunflower's making our listener homeworks on the forum.
Professor Sunflower
is doing a great job of picking homework. So what is it this week?
This week it is this holiday season. What games will you rent versus what games will you buy?
That's a tough one.
I know which I'm going to buy. Let's go that real quick. BioShock,
Ratchet,
Halo 3, probably.
Metal Gear Solid.
You 4-player co-op. Metal Gear Solid's not this year.
Oh.
Super Mario Galaxy.
That's not this year, is it?
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, we talked about it. They were like they tore us a new one because we got the date wrong.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sorry. Metroid Prime for me.
Yeah, I'll rent.
Damn. BioShock.
Yeah. Well, you've seen our reviews on the other games. Like the ones that basically we start bouncing in our chair, that's probably a buy.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed I'll buy.
But this is a listener homework. It's not a Tobin and Yuzo homework. So go onto the forums, find the sticky topic called listener homework, and let us know what are you looking forward to. And we're going to read all your responses and respond to them. So this will probably inform us on what we should be looking for this holiday season.
What's exciting? It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So...
Whoa, 2 minutes to spare.
Nice.
Whew. All right.
So that's it for us.
I think that's it. That's all right. This is our show for the week. Please check out our website at NooBTooB.com and participate in our forums because they rule.
Yeah.
By clicking on the forum tab at the top of the page. Also call into our toll-free voicemail at 1-888-233-8480. And if you are overseas, please send a voice or video. Preferred feedback to feedback@NooBTooB.com and be featured on the show like all these guys.
Yes. And we actually got about twice as many voicemails this week as we could fit on the air, which is awesome.
Yes, we like that.
Sorry if we cut you, but seriously, thanks for all the calls. We really appreciate it.
Under a minute, voicemails tend to get play it, just so you
Yeah,
guys know.
we're probably going to start putting a limit on because some of you guys are very chatty. It's not story time, it's questions and comments.
We pay for that.
Yeah, seriously. So also be sure to subscribe to our audio and video podcasts on iTunes right off our front page. We got links every episode. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, there's a subscription button right here. Click it. Also rate this video with 5 stars by touching my bizzle sack. Add our MySpace profile NooBTooB as a friend, and also join the NooBTooB listeners group on Facebook.
Yeah, you guys rule for creating that. That's awesome.
So we didn't even make that. Other people made that.
We're not even in there yet, so we got to do it after we get
search
back.
for NooBTooB on Facebook. We're going to join it today. And that's all for this episode. I am Tobin Kozai.
I am Yuzo Watanabe. Audio engineering is done by Range Space Marines Drunk. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. We're out! See ya! Alright. What time is it?
9:19.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
10:20. Getting home at 11:30.
That's
Oh,